Namaste and welcome to this week's Yin Yoga and Read With Me class. In this experience, we each read our own books and we move through a few Yin Yoga postures. This week I am reading Broken Country by Clare Leslie Hall and I am drinking a chamomile tea. Let me know what you're reading, what you're drinking in the comments. It's one of my favorite things to read. Blocks aren't necessary, but they are often very, very helpful for these practices, even something block-like. Our first posture is going to be a forward fold. So we'll start off with the left leg extended long with the sole of the right foot to the inside of your left leg. And while you're getting set up, I'm going to explain a little bit about Yin Yoga. It's really important that you make sure your muscles are relaxed because the target isn't to stretch the muscles. It's to bring the focus around the connective tissues, so the joints and the ligaments, the tendons. And in order to get to those things, the muscles need to be relaxed. But with this, it means that your joints are vulnerable. So make sure that you're never forcing yourself, that you just let time and gravity do the work. So again, setting up for this pose, your left leg is long, your right foot is inside of the leg. And then you're just going to fold over the thigh, letting your head and your shoulders be heavy, and then using blocks to help support your body to make sure that the muscles can be relaxed as you read. Saving your page, set your book off to the side. Keep your head nice and heavy here and use your hands to carefully press yourself back up. Unrolling through the low back, bring your hands behind you and lean onto them. Unrolling through the upper back and let your head fall back slightly. You can stay here for another moment or two for the rebound of this posture. When you're ready, we'll get set up with our next pose. The left leg is going to stay long, but we'll take the right foot towards the outside of the right hip. This can be a little bit uncomfortable, so if you notice that you're rolling over to the left, place a block or a pillow underneath your left hip and make sure your right toes are pointing back and your right knee is pointing forward. If this is too much on your right knee, add more pillows, more blocks underneath the hips. If you're feeling okay, you can start to lean back, perhaps just on your hands or maybe lowering onto your forearms, using props if you need to. Use your right knee as a little telltale. So if you notice that the knee is lifting off of the mat, then maybe lift yourself back up. If you can, you're welcome to try lowering all the way onto your back, but make sure that the muscles are relaxed. This is the most important thing in Yin Yoga. We won't be here for quite as long as we were on the other side, but still a fair amount of time. And finishing off your page or your sentence. To come out of this pose, we'll do so very, very slowly. If you're all the way on your back, press through the elbows, carefully lifting yourself up, bringing your chin to your chest, and then bring your shoulders over your hips and extend your right leg long. Pause here, let sensation pass, absorb the benefits of your effort in your Yin Yoga. And when you're ready, we'll come into that set of poses on the other side. So now keep your right leg long, and the inside of your left foot will come to the inside of the right leg. If you'd like, you can prop yourself up onto a block. You can even bend your right knee if you need to, maybe even sliding a block underneath that. Get set up, find your book, and then when you're ready, hinge over the leg, but make sure that the muscles are soft, that you're not pulling yourself down even with the muscles in the belly. Just give in to this. Save your page, set your book off to the side, and very slowly roll yourself up. Pausing here and setting up for half saddle. Bring your left knee by the inside of your right knee and your heel towards the left hip. You're welcome to tuck a block underneath your right leg if you are feeling a little bit of compression around the left ankle, or if you're rolling over to the right side. Lowering down onto your forearms or onto blocks or all the way onto the back body. Find your book wherever you're going to be comfortable and enjoy this time here. You can set your book off to the sides. If you're all the way down, press down through the forearms, carefully lifting yourself up. Come up onto the hands and extend your left leg long. Lean back on your palms and breathe. Watch sensation pass. We're going to take a seated pigeon variation next. And there's going to be a couple of different options, and I want you to be very honest with yourself and choose which one you need to stay in. To start, we'll cross the right ankle on top of your left thigh, just above the knee. A good option is tucking a block underneath your right knee to just give it a little bit of support. You can stay here. If you don't feel anything, step the left foot down to the mat. You can control how deep to make this pose by walking your foot closer or maybe lowering onto your forearms, especially if the wrists are getting sore. Another option, and our last option, is double pigeon, tucking your left shin underneath your right. It's okay that your knee is floating, but it's important to realize that you're not sitting cross-legged. Your shins are parallel to the top of your mat. Maybe you hinge forward, but wherever you are, reach for your book and enjoy the time. And finishing your paragraph here. You can set your book off to the side when you're ready. Bring your hands behind you. Lean back onto the palms. And if your left leg isn't extended long already, extend it long. Guide your right knee all the way on top of your left knee and hold the leg with your hands. If your right hip is grounded and you feel comfortable, you're welcome to try full Gomukhasana, bringing your left ankle by your right hip. But if you notice that you're straining a little bit, your knees are super high and lifted, and your hip is lifting, then just extend your left leg long once more. You can stay lifted and just make sure that the muscles are relaxed. And setting your book off to the side, bring your hands behind you and unravel the legs. Step the feet to the edges of your mat and breathe here. And what do you feel happening? Good. Now extending your right leg long, we'll cross the left ankle on top of your right thigh, just around the knee. This is where you can stay, maybe using a block under the leg. You can step your right foot down to the mat, maybe lean back onto the forearms, or taking double pigeon, creating that triangle with your shins, maybe tucking a block underneath your top leg, the left floating knee. Take a moment to really set up and prepare and make sure that the muscles are able to be relaxed. Then get your book, have a sip of tea, and we'll begin. And saving your page here, place your book off to the side, and we'll move right away into our second little posture on this side, Gomukhasana. If you'd like to just take full Gomukhasana right now, you can slide your ankles towards each hip. Otherwise, we'll just extend your right leg long and cross the left knee on top of the right knee. Then if you feel balanced, then you can try bending your right knee as well, just making sure that both hips are level and that your knees and legs can relax. Save your page. When you're ready, lean back onto the hands and carefully unravel the legs. This time, just extend both legs long. Close the eyes and breathe. It may feel nice to drop the toes from side to side, finding a little bit of motion. When you're ready, we'll get set up in butterfly. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and open the knees. Personally, I really like to have blocks underneath the legs. This really tricks the mind into recognizing that the body is relaxed and you can soften the muscles better. Hinge forward, but make sure that you don't pull yourself down. Surrender to time and gravity. saving your page, and put your book off to the side. We're going to close the knees together using your hands and give yourself a hug. Round the back body, drop your forehead to the knees. And when you're ready, you can lift out of this little hug. We're going to switch things up a bit. We're going to make our way onto our bellies for Sphinx pose. Lowering onto the mat, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. I like to wedge a block underneath my rib cage. If this is feeling like it's too much, you can bring your hands a little bit further forward just to make sure that your elbows aren't creeping closer towards the rib cage. Find your book a good position and a little bit of a lift through the shoulders, making sure that you're not dropping completely down, and then really relax the legs. This will be our last posture. So if you would like, you are more than welcome at any time in your Sphinx pose to just surrender onto the belly for a prone Shavasana, and we will meet you there when you're ready. If you are still in Sphinx, and if you haven't made it yet into your prone shavasana, think of saving your page, finishing off your paragraph, and you can lower down into a very comfortable position, maybe creating a pillow with your arms. I'll call you back in just a few moments. And you can start to come back into your body, taking a deep breath of awareness. Maybe turning your gaze in the opposite direction just to even out the neck. And as slowly as you need to, bring your hands by your ribs. Carefully lift yourself up. A child's pose may feel good after being on the belly for so long. Reaching forward with your arms, or just resting on the forearms. In your time, lift yourself up. We'll come into a seat to close off our practice with a final breath together. Sitting up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. Take a moment of gratitude for yourself. Inhale, reach up with the arms, deep breath in. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you, and knows that they are the same. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this Yin Yoga and Read With Me practice. And don't forget to let me know what you are reading and drinking in the comments. Give this video a like and share it with a friend if you think they may like it. I will see you in the next class.